What's up? Phil Murphy back again with the final League of Legends Global Power Rankings for the regular spring split. And to help us analyze all of that, we welcome in Tyler Erzberger from Los Angeles. Tyler, number 5, we're going to check in with Top Sports, a familiar name for us this split. Now, we've talked about Knight before, but I want to give some love to AD carry Loken. 6.7 KDA, 1.4 deaths per game, 9.3 CS per minute. Why aren't we bringing him up more?
It's just because Knight is so good. When you have a prodigial talent like Knight on your roster, possibly one of the top 3 or 5 players in the entire world currently, you talk about him. And then when it comes to top esports, I would say their top side of the map is better than their bottom side. Loken's a very comfortable, he knows how to clean up. He's never going to be the star on the team, especially if Knight, 369, and XX in the jungle. But when it comes to cleaning up and being reliable, I think Loken's a really good piece. But right now, top is kind of sliding on down because they're a young team, and young teams go through slumps, and I think that's what TOP is going through right now.
Tyler, for the second week in a row at number 4, we check in with FPX. They sit at the top of the LPL, winning 85% of their games in this split. How do you expect them to fare in the playoffs?
How will they do in the playoffs? If I had to bet right now if we would be seeing FPX in the final, I would still say no, because it seems like there's a trend right now in LPL that anyone can be anyone. We're going to be talking about the next of our next team, but anyone in the LPL can beat anyone. But I think when it comes to the playoffs, when you have a best of 5 series, when you have the best teams playing at their absolute peak, I still think there are a few teams that are going to oust FPX. But don't, when it comes against Doinby, do not bet against him. He will play Maokai mid, he'll play Sion mid, he'll play anything mid. This team is tricky, and if there's any, upsets, or if there's any team that can, slide under the radar to, get to MSI, FPX definitely has the tools to get that done.
Well, Tyler, while on the topic of upsets, the team at number 3, we had at number 1, IG, and then they went and lost to Billy, ranked number 9 in the LPL. Certainly did IG no favors, right?
No, IG were undisputed our number 1 team in the power rankings until earlier tonight when they lost to Billy Gaming, who were in a do-or-die situation. They needed to win that game to have a shot at the playoffs. IG, when you have so much raw talent on a roster, world champions, you expect them to win, but I still, if I had to pick on one team in the LPL right now, and it wasn't RNG and Uzi, if I had to pick one team to win it all, I would still be IG. They might be, looking a little bit rusty, a little bit out of shape going into the playoffs, but when it's best of 5, when I have to put my money on one team, I still think the Shy, Rookie, and those boys have the best chance of winning the Chinese Domestic League.
Tyler, at number 2 and 1, we're going to go over to the LCK. Griffin's at 2, SKT is at 1. A lot of people think these two teams are destined to meet in the finals. How much of this ranking, SKT over Griffin, has to do with trajectory, where SKT seems to be peaking and Griffin seems to be losing a little steam?
Man, it's like the top 5. I don't think we've ever had a closer top 5 in our years and years of doing the global power rankings. I would not be surprised if any of these teams on any given day beat the other one. Griffin looked terrible last week, losing to Afrika and Gen.G. They looked like they were on their last legs. They came back this week and stomped Damwon and Hanwha Life, 2 playoff hopefuls. So when it comes down to it, SKT is looking like they're on a, their ascent looks better than Griffin right now, but Griffin showed that they have the bounce back capabilities. And is the final distance between these two? I would be upset. I would cry. I would not be very happy if we don't get an SKT versus Griffin final. It's the finals that I want. It's the final that the fans want. I definitely think it's the final that SKT wants, but Griffin standing at number 2, I don't know if they want to see SKT in the final. I don't think that after losing last year's LCK final, I do not know if Griffin wants to look across the stage, see Faker, the best player of all time, and have to beat him in a best of 5 to make it to MSI.
And SKT and Griffin, if you're listening, go ahead and meet in the finals. Don't make Tyler cry. Tyler Erzberger, thanks always for the time and the insight for more League of Legends coverage, including all that through the playoffs. Keep it locked right here on ESPN.com/esports.